Good morning students. Our today's topic is male reproductive system. So first, what is the need of this system? It produces the male gamete and transfer the male gamete at the site of fertilization. So what are the main parts of male reproductive system? It consists of testes, single is testes, plural is testes, es. Second, scrotum. Third, vas deferens, urethra, prostate gland and seminal vesicles, penis, sperms. These are the main part of male reproductive system. So this is the diagram of the male reproductive system. It consists of a pair of testes. A pair of testes. What is the function of testes? It produces the male gamete, that is sperm, and produce the hormone testosterone. Male hormone is testosterone. This hormone is responsible for the production of male germ cells and secondary sexual characters in male. What are the secondary sexual characters in male? Mustaches, beard, these are the secondary sexual characters in male. Next is scrotum. Scrotum is the pouch-like structure which is present outside the abdominal cavity. Here the temperature is 2 to 3 degrees centigrade less than the body temperature. In the scrotum, the temperature is 2 to 3 degree less than the body temperature. So this less temperature is required for the production of sperms. Next is vas deferens. Vas deferens, this is vas deferens, it connects the testes to the urethra, or it transfers the male gamete or sperms. Urethra, one tube comes from the urinary bladder and vas deferens combine together and forms the urethra. Vas deferens and a tube from the urinary bladder combines and form urethra. Prostate gland and seminal vesicles, these are the glands which are present. Prostate gland, seminal vesicle, they provide their fluid, they give fluid medium for the movement of the sperms and provide nutrition and provides nutrition to the sperms. Penis, it transfers the germ cells in the female tract. Sperms, these are the minute structures. It has a tail which help in the swimming for the movement, and so this is the male gamete. I hope this is clear. Next part is female reproductive system. Now what is the need of this system? It produces the female germ cell or ovum or egg and produces certain hormones like estrogen and progesterone, which is responsible for the secondary sexual characters in female. Hormones are estrogen, female hormone, and progesterone. These hormones are produced at the time of puberty, after maturity. Clear? So the female reproductive part consists of ovaries, oviduct or fallopian tube, uterus, cervix and vagina. First, ovaries. A pair of ovaries are present in the abdomen of the female. A pair of ovaries. Function, it produces ovum or egg and produces hormones also at puberty. Second is oviduct or fallopian tube. It carries ovum or egg from the ovary to the uterus. Second point, it is the site of fertilization, that is fertilization occurs in the oviduct. This is the place where fertilization occurs. Egg comes from ovary and sperms come from this side, so fertilization occurs in the oviduct or fallopian tube. It is the site for fertilization. Third is uterus. The two oviducts combine together and form a sac-like structure known as uterus. Function, the development of fetus occurs in the uterus. What is fetus? The growing zygote after growth changes into fetus. Cervix, The opening of the uterus is known as cervix. The opening of the uterus is known as cervix. Vagina, it receives the sperms. So these are the parts of the female reproductive system and function of each part of the reproductive system. Now, when a girl is born, the ovaries already contain thousands of immature eggs. On reaching puberty, some of these starts maturing. One egg is produced by each ovary every month. So, if 1 month this side of ovary produces one egg, next month this side of the ovary produces one egg. The egg is carried from the ovary to the womb, by the oviduct. The uterus prepare itself every month to receive and nurture the growing embryo. So every month the wall of the uterus thickens because the development of the fetus occurs in the uterus. The lining thickens and is richly supplied with blood to nourish the growing fetus. The wall of the uterus becomes thick, richly supplied with blood, so to provide the nutrition to the fetus. The embryo gets nutrition from the mother's blood with the help of special tissue called placenta. From the wall of the uterus and from the fetus side, some tissue develops. So they form a placenta, a connection between the mother and the fetus, that is known as placenta. This is a disc which is embedded in the uterine wall. This placenta is a disc shaped structure which is present in the uterus wall. It contains, imagine this is placenta, it contains villi from the some projections. Villi are the finger like projection from the embryo side and some from the mother side also. This provides a large surface area for the transfer of glucose and oxygen from mother to the embryo, and embryo in turn transfer the waste material also into the mother's blood. The development of the child inside the mother's body takes approximately 9 months. The embryo remains inside the uterus for 9 months. The child is born as a result of rhythmic contraction of the muscles of the uterus. Now next topic is what happens when egg is not fertilized. Each ovary produces one egg every month. So and uterus also prepare itself every month. If egg is not fertilized, then the wall of the uterus breaks. It comes out through vagina as mucus and blood. The process is known as menstruation. This process is known as menstruation. So, if the egg is not fertilized, then the wall of the uterus breaks. It comes out through vagina as mucus and blood. This process is known as menstruation. Next topic is reproductive health. So just read this topic. On page number 140, box questions are given. That answers I will give you next time, and exercise questions I will give you next time. I hope this is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.